I'm going to give you some tips that can help you polish your personal statement. So stay tuned to the end of this video and I'm going to share some of those tips with you. Now, what you want to do is to really now sit into your research interest, the key problem you want to solve, and how your research is going to be able to help you solve that. So remember, in the beginning or at one part, I said something around maybe there's a lot of data and nobody's harnessing them. Here you are now going to really buttress on that part. Some data are available, there's no skills or there are not enough skills to assess them. And this is the problem this data assessment or this data skills is going to solve. So maybe fraud, or maybe in terms of engineering, maybe I'm not an engineer, obviously, but in terms of engineering, maybe things like building collapse without enough research information to help us maybe understand or identify the magnitude of this problem. So you're going to be sitting into that, and if you have data, you can input data. Please let them be correct data. Although it's very rare that someone will go out of their way to check that you've provided correct data. However, you don't know, the person may be familiar with that area or with your country of interest. So for example, you're talking about building collapse in Nigeria, and there's this person who is an engineer by training who is assessing your or reviewing your application, and this person is well familiar with some of those data. Maybe they are doing their research in that area, and you put some horrible, obvious data that is not right, and they're like, this is not correct. So you obviously can put data, but make sure they are correct data. Don't make things up. Don't spice things up just to get your personal statement into the limelight. One of the other parts you should highlight is the uni and what they are going to teach you. So the skills you're going to gain, you also want that to be one of the reasons why you're applying to that school. So you've got to highlight in your personal statement why you're applying to that school and also why you're applying to the UK. Very, very essential. And finally, or one of the other last parts, is the career goals. What are you going to do with this?